What is up, YouTube? I hope you're having a great today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Everyone's favorite murder kitty, the Smilodon mod, is finally released for Path of Titans. We are going to break down every single thing that this creature has to offer. As well, I want to remind you that this mod was made by one single developer named Rosspaw, and it is her very first mod. So I want all of us to get down in the comments and congratulate her for bringing her vision to life for all of us that play Path of Titans to enjoy. This is only an amazing thing for the Path community, so give her some love down there in the comments. Time to talk everything Smilodon. Let's get cracking. All right, here is our first look at the Smilodon in the starting screen. The Smilodon is going to be coming with 3 different subspecies, and a cool fact is that all 3 of the subspecies are real subspecies we have found fossil records for. They all represent the size that they are in real life, or they once were when they were walking the earth, which I think is just a really cool and dynamic way to represent your creature in game. So we start here with the balanced version, the Fatalis. It looks great. It's got a lot of size to it already. It feels full. I love this look. The second one is the Populator. You see it already. It's more dense. It's got more meat around it. It's got a larger neck and a more kind of structured shoulder base. This looks really good, and it does feel like a defensive version as well. Its real life counterpart was the biggest species found. Lastly, we have the Gracilis, the speed variant, and right away you can see the difference between the speed variant and the Populator, which is the defense variant. It's a little more streamlined. It's got less of that cuff, all right, that big neck area. This does feel a little bit more of like a speed variant. For me, I think I'm going to try the Populator first. I want to see that big, strong cat out there kind of kicking butt. I love these looks, and I want to reiterate, I just think it's so cool that they're all based in real world fossil records. All right, so what does the Smilodon look like in game? We're going to talk about all that right now. From walking and running to eating and drinking, and even every single call and all the attack animations. We're going to show you exactly what the Smilodon looks like while it's in game. Let's take a look. All right, here's the walking animation for the Smilodon. You can see as it moves over salt flats, it has this big muscle mass. It's got a nice solid frame, and it almost has this like prancing effect, right? The Smilodon has a little bit of that jive step to it. I think it looks really clean. It feels like what this creature would actually move like. Next, we have the running animation. Here you can see it's bounding over the ground, it's grabbing earth, it's drawing it back. But the thing that really stuck with me is how quickly you move with this thing. It is way faster than you think it's going to be. All around, I think the animation does look very clean and very fitting. Really quick, I just wanted to show you guys how cute the pawing at the burrow is. This is how they get the animals or the critters out of the burrows. It's very cute. Just one paw, can't be bothered. Get out of here so I can eat you. All right, well, once you get that critter out of the burrow, you're going to have to eat it. And here's the eating animation. It leans right over, starts using those big old teeth to take chunks out of its prey. All around, a pretty straightforward eating animation. Now we're all going to get thirsty, so we stopped at a little water hole so you guys can see how cute it was when it leaned down to take its little sips out of the water. This one is adorable. I love the drinking animation, and it really does feel fitting for the Smilodon. All right, let's break down some of the regular animations and the calls we have here. First, we're going to start with the look around. Take some glances side to side, see if there's any prey or maybe some enemies somewhere. Just a careful one, but it's really cute and looks good. I love the little lip curl at the end. Next, we have the shake. This is your friendly shake. Hey, I'm here. I'm just chilling. I love the shake. Then we have the stretch, which is adorable. You stretch your front legs out. You reach those big teeth wide open. It looks so freaking good. I mean, everybody's seen a cat do this. I love it. All right, now we're going to move on to the calls. The first call is the broadcast. Take a listen. Next, we have the adorable friendly call. Then we have the scary angry call. Here is your help call. And lastly, your basic noise for chat. Now on to the attack animations, and first we're going to start with the good old bite. You get this right off the bat. It looks great. It's exactly what you'd expect. You chomp down with those big old teeth and you are going to do some absolute damage. Next here, we have the claw attack. Now I will say the claw attack, from what I've noticed in testing, you cannot use in full sprint. You have to be slowed down or stopped to use the claw attack. We're going to have to wait and see if either that gets adjusted or that's by choice. Next, we have the buff call. This is called Pride of the Pack. Let's take a listen. And lastly, we have the charged bite attack with high amounts of bleed. Here's the charge up and here's the smackdown. Now it's time to talk about the attack and ability list for the Smilodon in Path of Titans. First, we start off with the traditional bite. You know it, you love it. Every carnivore's got it. We've used it a billion times. No need to go any further into that one. Then we have a charged bite. This charged bite does take a second to charge, but when you hit it, you do a significant amount of damage and a chunk of bleed to your opponent. Then you see here we have a claw attack, a very fitting attack for a cat-like creature. This is going to do damage and do some bleed. In my experience, you weren't able to use it at full sprint, so I found that it was best to use it to follow up a previous attack to just add additional bleed. Next, we have two metabolisms that you have for the Smilodon. They're both something we're very familiar with. The first one is hyper carnivore. This is the moderate, slow food drain, but you are only able to eat meat. And the next one is scavenger. We are used to both of these, but this opens up your metabolism a lot, but it does require you to eat and drink more often because you have a faster water and food drain. Then we go to hides, where we have three options. The first option is standard hide. There are no buffs, there are no debuffs. It is just exactly what it is. Then we have lightweight. This is increased speed, but you do get decreased turn radius. And what I have noticed in my testing is that the decreased turn radius is significant, so be careful running your lightweight hide. Last hide is the dense fur. The dense fur increases your defense and turning radius, but you do lose speed. I will say the Smilodon is quite quick already, so maybe you can get away with losing a little bit of speed. I think personally the dense fur seems to be the best choice out of the three. And the last one is a group buff called Power of the Pride. You increase the attack of all Smilodons in your group within 30 meters for 15 seconds, and you can stack it a total of 10 times. That is massive. That means you could dump out a bunch of damage for 15 seconds if you have a well-coordinated group of Smilodons. All in all, we didn't get as many attacks as we thought we were going to, but it is a really balanced set of attacks. I think the Smilodon is going to make for some really fun interactions in Path of Titans. All right, time for a lot of you's favorite segment of these videos, the new skins and fashion show breakdown. I'm going to break them down in the order that I think they belong in, from what my personal opinion is, from least cool to most cool. So we're going to start here with the default skin. We are not here for the default skin, so let's keep on moving. Next is albino. I put it very early because we've seen albino on a lot of them. It looks pretty cool. Looks kind of like a snow leopard, right? But nope. I've seen it too many times. Not for me. Next, we have melanistic. Melanistic, another one of those skins that we have seen a billion times. I don't need it, but it does look good. For me, it's actually even a little muddy on the Smilodon. I don't really know if I enjoy it here, and I've never really been a huge fan of melanistic in general. Now we're getting into some cool ones. We have Wolverine. I love the concept. Really cool shading on it. I love where the color placement on the body is, but for me, out of all the unique ones, it just seems to not hit the mark for my personal taste. Then we have Cheetah. This one is very cool. I think it looks actually really awesome on this animal. I will say that I'm sure that this is going to be some people's favorite, but for me, it falls right down the middle of the pack. Can you have a Smilodon without having a tiger skin? Of course you can't. And it looks really cool. I love the bright yellow. I think the stripes look fantastic. I think this one is one of the more fitting in terms of like the natural presentation of the Smilodon, but it falls a little bit down because the other ones are so cool. Then we have Jaguar. Personally, in terms of like real life cats, modern day cats, this is the coolest skin in my opinion. I think the Jaguar skin looks absolutely phenomenal. This is going to look so cool out on hunts. If you have a pack of Jaguar skinned Smilodons, I think this one is absolute badass. But now we're talking about the ones that are very hard to rank, my top 3. And they were tricky because I didn't know where to put them right away, but I think I got it right here. Number 3 out of the top 3 is Gavati. This skin looks absolutely incredible. I love how there's 2 different shades on the body. I think the chocolate on the top mixed with that kind of amber color in the face. I just really like how this one's laid out. It was really hard not to put this one at number 2. A very beautiful skin. Number 2 is Clouded. I just think this thing looks so menacing. It feels prehistoric, right? It feels like an ancient cat. To me, this skin feels the most real world, and while also feeling like just absolutely menacing. I think this is such a cool skin. I almost had Clouded at number 1. But at number 1, I put the Sonoran skin. I think the Sonoran skin is the most badass skin in all of it. I love the dark orange that I put on this one specifically, and the mask that it wears. I think that was what it did. The mask that colors into the ears just feels so cool. For some reason, I get like really Power Ranger vibes. I don't know. Very weird, but also a very cool skin. All in all, a set of awesome and unique skins for the Smilodon mod in Path of Titans. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite top 3 skins are, because I'm excited to hear what you guys think are the best skins for this mod. And that is an entire breakdown of the brand new Smilodon mod for Path of Titans. If you guys are excited for the Smilodon to get in there on this murder kitty and see what you can do, don't forget to hit that like button, as it really does help show the video to more people. As well, if you want to stay up to date on news and information regarding Path of Titans and some of your favorite games, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on so you guys never miss another video. I love y'all to death. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.